Grace and Imagination. The Island 2005. Grace and Imagination here goes full peak, especially on the island when you're confined to it, not knowing the realities outside. You're playing as a clone, basically, to the rich and famous. Oh, wow, to your detriment. Check out The Island. It's got Grace when it pulls off the imagination all the way through. City of Angels, 1998. Meg Ryan, Nicolas Cage here. They bring the grace, and the director and the writer that have to do with this movie really bring the imagination, especially the music is graceful as well. Want to mention that imagination and how you pull angels off, coming to the real world, wanting to be with women, something really conceivable and real in a lot of people's eyes, let alone the angels' eyes. Check out this Grace and Imagination movie. Backdraft, 1991. Kurt Russell here, leads the way, Bull, in one of the greatest, yes, firefighter movie ever. With Grace, they pull this off. How the job is so dangerous and violent and dirty, but it's graceful the way they pull it off. And imagination, of course, to add in a good story with brothers that go through a lot to fight fires. It's amazing. It's a one-of-a-kind story. Really enjoy it. John Q, 2002. Gotta say Denzel here. Of course, he pulls this role off with grace, with a father whose son is stricken with near death due to a heart disease, a heart failure. Man, what a grace he pulls off this role with. How can you do that when it's so intense and you're angry and volatile and just in despair? You pull it off with grace. Leave it to Denzel and the director as well. I want to give it to him, and the imagination to pull this off, to think about it, to even put it in your mind and put it on the screen or on paper. Just really unbelievable. Grace and imagination all the way. Meet Joe Black, 1998. Got to go with Brad Pitt here and Anthony Hopkins. They bring the grace in the face of death. Anthony Hopkins faces his death with extreme grace and his imagination here to tell the story of someone's death in a way that's never been done before. You meet it face to face in the flesh, and you got to live with it and walk with it for a couple days before you expire. So really Grace and Imagination movie, one of a kind. Arrival, 2016. I'm going to mention Arrival when it comes to grace and imagination, a grace of cinematography here from scene to scene and editing. Love the graceful editing and transitions, and got to mention the imagination. Alien species coming to Earth for a different reason, is presented to you in a different alien form of way that you've never seen before, and the music here very graceful as well with the scenes intertwined. Gotta say, this is Grace and Imagination from space. Grace and Imagination.